Hey, it's David here, and today I want to talk about attraction signals. Some about here what they mean, how much do they matter, right, when it comes to approaching, interacting with women, engaging with women, and having the love life you want. So, a great question was brought up by a group member about this very topic. Now, I think it's really great to understand what attraction signals are for sure. And I get so many busy and professionally successful guys reaching out asking, hey, various questions just like this very one. And typically, a lot of times it's, I don't know what to say, what to do. I don't understand this whole attraction thing even more than that, right? So the first thing is, yes, there are, you can look up those signals. Very easy to find, right? Preening, when a woman touches her hair, eye contact. Sometimes they call it the deer in headlights, right? Really wide eyes, touching, feet pointing. There's all kinds of things that can happen. And sometimes it can be hard to tell, let's say if a girl is more shy or whatever, right? Or if she's in a group situation where she's trying to keep it cool with her friends, or, some guy who's orbiting around her that may really like her, but she doesn't like him. She doesn't want to hurt his feelings. Part of group dynamics, blah, blah, blah. There's all kinds of variations, okay? All kinds of little things. And we can get all the minute details, but one of the biggest things that is good to remember is that the more we're trying to track all this stuff, the more we might actually be missing opportunities for interaction. Again, it's good to notice, it's good to watch, eye contact, all these kinds of things. But if no action is taken, right, in meeting women, talking to women, then it's all for naught. And it can be sometimes it can be hard to tell for various reasons, or it may take a little time for her to warm up, so on and so forth, which is why I recommend a generally more social approach, okay? Too much of the hunting, pursuing, pickup, even traditional methods of man chases woman, often comes from this place, or kind of in my opinion always comes from this place of you got to do all this stuff, right? And you got to do all this stuff and get all the right steps in order on the pursuit process between you and her, instead of taking a little bit of a wider, more social approach that draws her in, that flips the script on this whole dynamic, right? So again, all that stuff is good to know. It's good to know it. I know it. My clients know it. When they have questions, we go in detail on things, and they learn how to pick that stuff up if they don't know it at all. Some of you guys are going to know it, from a lot to a little. But again, I agree with the original point of, who brought this up, that it doesn't really matter so much in the end, because women can express their attraction many different ways, and you start to get a gut feel over time for it. You start to get a gut feel for the more subtle aspects of attraction. Obviously, the really overt ones where she's grabbing you and eye contact can be, but sometimes also guys can get tricked, and they're not. If a girl is more touchy-feely and she touches everyone, well, what does that mean? It may not, right? It's not nearly as important as we think it is. Plus, a lot of times, especially for the more analytical guys who are really held back in fear, really held back in anxiety, and just really hesitant to take action at all that does to try to read the signals and signs of attraction is keeps them stuck in their head. Recovering one here, speaking, okay? And that's why I work a lot with guys in my programs, and in their programs with them, of really working on learning how to be relaxed and calm and out of their heads, into being more present into their bodies. I often say, out of your head into your body, all this kind of stuff. And there's many, many different ways, and I have my own special ways that I coach them through, right? And And then I want to help customize for each guy, because every guy can be different. A lot of commonalities, but some guys respond better to certain techniques than others. But the main point is, right, not getting stuck in logical information traps and reading it. That can often be just a huge defense mechanism in avoidance to taking action, to facing the fear, to being courageous, right? Women love boldness and courage. I mean, in general, we really revere that in our society. And that brings a lot of value and inspiration and respect, right, to complete strangers even, okay? And that's why I love taking generally a little bit more of a social approach. I say a little bit more for you more shy guys, just about getting a little bit more and a little bit more shyer guys. For guys who are already more social, a lot of times it's, the other stuff. They're over chasing, over pursuing, pedestalizing, being too protective early on, claiming the woman kind of is theirs too early on when it's not even close to a first date, let alone a relationship, right? So, important stuff, right? Important stuff to know. I think it's important to understand attraction, but again, nothing, as I like to say in working with guys all the time, in the word attraction is action. Okay, action is attractive, and it's not the complete picture, obviously, because if we were just able to go out there and take action and approach and hit on women, which is the opposite of what I recommend, not the approach or engagement part, but definitely not the pickup, hit on approach, hunting women approach, right? Action still is part of this picture. Okay, it's definitely part of this picture. So I hope that helps. Just wanted to talk about that topic here today. And if you, want some help with this stuff, really want to crush it in the new year, then feel free to book in a time with me to talk. I'm not sure where you're at with this stuff. I'm not sure, what your major roadblocks or challenges are. And I'm here to help you uncover those, get clear, map out a plan and that clear path, really customized vision for you, appropriate steps along with that. Everything, attraction, confidence, everything that I talk about on these videos, these podcasts, this content, and really lay something out to help you succeed and see if or how I can best help you. So again, in wrapping up here, understanding attraction signals, yes, it's a pretty important thing. Reasonably important, let's say, but not as important as guys often think. And if we're using it as a defense mechanism or shield or this one or that one, we'll never know if we don't take the action and hide behind the action, right? Hiding behind the action. And so if you want to talk, then just book in at coreconfidence.com/talk. Again, that's coreconfidence.com/talk. Talk about your situation, see if or how I can help you out. And just one prerequisite, basically, is you got to be really committed, really want to solve this and fix this now. I'm not into Band-Aid, quick fixes, because they don't really work. It's the full solution to really get you to the love life that you want, to attracting the kinds of women, ultimately the right relationship for you. Okay? So David here signing off, and we'll talk to you soon.